Hey guys, it's Mike over here at Mike's Custom Works, and yes, today is the first video in a long time of an actual car video versus doing the carnivore diet. So today I'm going to discuss a couple things, and we're just going to get straight to it. Number one, I'm doing preventative maintenance. This goes for all vehicles in general. If you drive anywhere in New York or any other state, they salt the roads. Before it rains, or when the temperatures get low, they pre-salt the roads. So don't think that because it didn't snow, there's no salt on the roads. There is. Now, it's not the same salt that you would have on your table. It's a chemical that they use. They spray out. It comes as a liquid. And what they do is they coat the highways, side roads, your street, everywhere with this shit before it rains and freezes. All it does is it's to prevent the freezing on the road. Some places use dirt, which actually works better because then you have traction. The salt they put, there is absolutely no traction. I think one year they tried doing a little bit of dirt and then they stopped. And at least that's what it looked like on the highway. It was a little muddy. You know, people go, I got mud on my car. Yeah, but mud doesn't rust the shit out of your car. So this isn't just for old vehicles, like I said. This is for all vehicles. So the vehicle that we're starting off with today is the the GMC Suburban. I had already started doing the undercoating on it, and then I got sidetracked with some other stuff going on. So I'm going to show you guys, little ins and outs and stuff, but nothing crazy. This ain't going to be a long-ass video. This is something that you should do on all vehicles, as long, if you can get under it. There's always ways of getting under a vehicle. If you got to make ramps out of 2x4s to get under your car, or if you have a truck or an SUV, you could just crawl under it. It's not that hard. This is something that everybody can do, and it will save you so much. If you're going to keep your vehicle for more than 1 year, do this. Because what's going to happen is I've seen vehicles that are 10 years old and they literally look like they drove them on the beach in their two-wheel drive and they never, ever drove on the sand. And a lot of people I've talked to say they wash their vehicles every night when they get home from work. So waste of water, you're just putting water on your driveway, it turns into ice, that becomes dangerous. And also all you're doing every time you wash it is you're getting rid of all the dirt, grease, and oils that have collected on it, which isn't a bad thing, okay? It's not a bad thing, it goes back and forth. But what happens is you wash all the salt off, the next day you do the same thing. You're not actually preventing anything, you're just further longing the rusting process on the vehicle. So how do we combat that? Okay, and that's what we're going to do today. So there's a company out there called Undercoating.com. I bought several of these cans from them. There's a regular spray can. It's got the nozzle on it. You could hook it up to, such as this is what we're going to be using. It makes life easier. It's easier to squeeze than it is to constantly push the button with your finger. Now these things, I'm going to just go over it really quick with you guys. This undercoating is a film solvent cutback, wax base, thickotropic gel, corrosion prevention compound designed for excellent protection on ferrous metals. What it does tell, stop touching me. What it does tell you though is you got to always read the instructions on anything. Okay, it says do not spray on discs, friction linings, exhaust system, drive shaft, or radiator. Now, why do they tell you not to spray your drive shaft? Well, I'm going to explain something to you guys really quickly, and then we're going to crawl under this truck and see what it looks like. But we're going to first get geared up. Your drive shaft is the equivalent of your wheels, okay? Drive shafts are balanced, so they spin. All vehicles have drive shafts, people, not just trucks, okay? Your car has a drive shaft. I've heard so many people say to me, my car don't have a drive shaft. Then how is your transmission connected to your differential? I don't have that either. Magic happens. I don't know. Biden's president. Oh. Okay, well, that's not the answer, okay? Just because you're stupid and he's stupid doesn't mean everybody's stupid. Every vehicle has a drive shaft. Every vehicle has a differential. Either you have front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, or four-wheel drive. And then you have two drive shafts. Two. Get it? Two, for some of you people out there. Anyway, so what happens is because the drive shaft is balanced and you'll notice a little weight on it, if you add paint to it, any amount, it instantly changes the balance of the drive shaft. So you might think you spray painted it, you know, nice and it looks pretty. Hey, that's cool. That's all power to you. But you might have more paint on one side than the other. Now, does it cause that significant of a difference? No. If you want to spray something on your drive shaft, I would say do it on the knuckles more than the full length of the shaft, because I've done just the knuckles and that's it. And if I do the shaft, I usually get it rebalanced. And usually at that point, the shaft comes off the truck. I go to a drive shaft company. They take it off the truck. They paint it for me. They rebalance it. They throw it back on my truck, and I go down the road. Okay, that is the best option to do. Anyway, so with any type of aerosol spray, from either this stuff to anything else, the first thing I'm actually going to be starting off with is my good old Rust-Oleum Rust Reformer. Instantly converts rust to a protected paintable surface. Now, the underside of this truck has already been washed. It's been blown dried, so the underside of this truck is clean. Okay, that's step one. If you're doing it on a truck that's got mud and shit on it, you know, you're just spray painting over the mud. When the mud finally gets wet or gets loose, it falls off and you're going to notice. I did that too when I was younger. You know, I was younger, I was taking shortcuts, and I would spray paint over the mud and the dirt. I figured, I don't care, it's paint, right? Now, well, what would happen eventually is the dirt and shit would lose contact with the truck frame, would fall off, and I would have a leopard print of rust and black under my truck. It really wasn't doing anything good for it. But nowadays, you know, everything's a lot better. My Ram, I just finished doing, so obviously I didn't make a video on that, but that's not the end of the world. So I need to take my glasses off because the mask won't fit over it. Now, normally I would be wearing a shirt with long sleeves, but because it's October in New York and our weather is as bipolar as the people are, it's 80 degrees when yesterday was in the 60s. So some days I'm bundled up and I'm freezing my balls off, to today where I'm wearing a tank top. I'm wearing jeans. I'm about to go into shorts, but you know, I don't like doing painting with shorts on, because for some reason I always paint my legs and not anything else. Alright guys, first thing we're going to start off with is my face mask. You want a good face mask that actually grabs onto your face. A lot of people say, I don't need that, I'm painting for 30 years. Emphysema is nice, isn't it? So I'm trying to cut back on dying from lung cancer and other things. So a good face mask is great. It's about $100. After I post the video, I'll hunt for it on Amazon, and I'll post the link to where you can buy it. The filters for it, these ones you can see they're a little black from when I did the Ram. They can go a little bit longer. Probably after this truck I'll change them. They're about $40 for both of them, and they're completely and utterly worth it. I don't smell anything at all inside of it. The air is clean, and a lot of this paint, sometimes even the different chemicals I use, are so strong that they give me a headache instantly. With this on, I don't smell it. It's got the little pull tabs here and stuff, so I'm going to get this on first, and I'm going to start sounding like Darth Vader to you. Well, you could even do this with a beard on. Just got to pull your chin pubes away. Make sure all the flaps are nice on your face. Goes on your nose too, really tight inside of here, as you can see. Now you want to just pull it. Not so tight that your face gets sucked in. Alright, and it starts sounding like Scotty Kelman. So this ain't the Scotty Kelman channel. Alright. When I was a mechanic back in the 90s and the 30s, we didn't have this kind of shit. Alright, so now that we got our face mask on, and as I breathe, I'm checking for air leaks. So I got an air leak over here. We have some hair in the way. That helps. Okay. Now I'm all good, right? The next thing I need is my gloves. And like I said, I would be wearing long sleeves, but because I don't feel like sweating my balls off, I'm doing this. Regular black gloves, nothing fancy. I gotta yell because I don't think you guys could hear me. So.
To clean it, I just use hot soapy water, dish soap with the soft sponge, and I clean the lens, and it's great. Next thing I'm going to grab is my gun, my can that's already shaken up. Shake it again. Now, put my thingy on there. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to need is my spotlights that I use for seeing what's under the truck. I grab that, I grab this, I grab you guys. Now let's go to the truck. Oh God, I'm getting so much of this shit. Let's say, I've already started. Actually, if somebody I know watches this, he's going to enjoy the next part. When I was a kid back in the day, I used to crawl under my truck all the time. And I couldn't see anything, you know. My sister used to tell me that I shouldn't do things like that. But, you know, back in the day, things were always different. So if you know who that guy is, congratulations, you worked with me. Funny dude, man, funny dude. Really weird stories. I'm not going to tell half of them because y'all might think I'm a cousin fucker. But anyway, oh, I got something in my eye and I got a mask on. Oh, what the fucking humanity. Oh, that's a pain in the dick, you know. So here's my light. How bright? Okay, as you can see under the truck, it already has a coating or rust form on it. Now you can see how black it is. Remember, this is an 87 Suburban. You can tell, like I said, I already started undercoating the truck. Okay, so I wanted to go under here as it was and take a look. And everything looks real pretty. Okay? I can see some spots over there I gotta get to. And so forth. You can paint your shock as well. You don't have to. So, do I need the can to reform? No, because I already did a coating on here. I also got something in my eye that's something bugged the shit out of me. But as you can tell, other than my nice leaky spot on my drive shaft, so you can see I sprayed half of my drive shaft there from overspray of everything else, but I'm not doing the drive shaft. Okay? But you can see I gotta get into some other spots back there. But basically, for an 87 Suburban, this is pretty damn fucking clean, I have to say. And this is the preventative maintenance. Now this is going to be the first winter, if it snows, that I'm going to drive the truck. Because last winter, I think I bought it in October. So I had the truck for a year. October or November I bought it. But we didn't have snow, we had just cold. So if it snows this year, I'm going to be out with the Suburban and the Ram alternating back and forth. And as you can see, there's already been pre-undercoated. Okay, and I got everything. I don't do the transmission pan, I don't do the engine oil pan. It's funny how Chevys, man, their pans are always wet. It's really funny. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is with these old trucks. They're 30 some odd years old, but you don't see any new vehicles on the road these days looking this fucking clean now, do you? Alright guys, so I'm going to switch over to the other stuff because I don't need to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick you guys somewhere. Yeah, that works. I'm going to stick you guys here. Oh, come on, you can of fucking paint. I'm going to put you guys there. And what I'm going to do, I got to get what the hell is ever in my eye out. I'm going to go grab that can of wet, that new can of spray. I'm going to start spraying a little bit, and then the video's over and you can go back to watching porn and stuff. Oh, man. What is in my eye? Fucking eyelash. Make a wish. Stop going in my eye. Cocksucker piece of shit. 400 million years of humans. You think we wouldn't need eyelashes? Most useless thing. Anyway. shit. I pinched some of my chin pews. Yeah, that hurts. Alright, so I got a can on, and I'm looking like a big fat beach whale. Oh, let's see if stick the light there, you guys get to see better. So we're going to start off with, and I don't like starting off this way, but this is just for the video. I like starting off at the front, and I work my way to the rear, but I just want to show you this, little section here. Now after you're done spraying it, they say wait about 4 hours for it to dry before you do another coat, but you really don't have to do another coat. Yeah, that's what they tell you. The only reason why I sound so good is my face is being squished, like grandma squeezing my face, so I'm not trying to sound southern, I just happen to sound southern. My face looks so red, but it's not, because I was out there and I was looking in my mirror, making sure I still look pretty for camera, Anyway, enough of the gay shit, let's go. Woo, that shit comes on quick. I gotta say, this stuff has a nice glossy look to it, and it goes on real quick. You don't have to like some of the other stuff I was using for undercoating. Kind of like you have to spray it several times. I'm not really a fan of those because you just not, Gotta get to a point where I can't reach anything. Alright. Real pretty, man. Oh, shit. Getting some grips on my head. I want to stay away from linkage as well. You don't want to spray your linkage any more than you already do, trying to find a spot I haven't sprayed yet. Oh, shit. Oh, boomer. I do like how I could spray, you know, also like this. Where's the camera? What the fuck? Okay. I could spray like that, which is really handy. Because a lot of times, certain like undercoating spray, you can't. You know, you start, I better work. You have to do a little bit of angle. But some of them, you gotta like be straight up and down. When you're doing something like that, it's the hardest thing to do. Well, we're getting spitting. Spitting now. And that's it, guys. That's one can done. To show you guys the result of it, you can see how glossy it is. I don't know if it's going to stay this glossy or if it's going to dry up to a matte finish. But I could say definitely just from this short period of time, I'm pretty happy with this stuff. It sprays out nice. You know, and even if you get it on your exhaust, your drive shafts and stuff, it's not the end of the world. They're just saying don't concentrate it on it, because some people will. What happens is, let's see, here's the transmission plate I did. Not plate, transmission skid plate. So you can see I kind of missed one spot there, but kind of has like a little brownish hue to it, but it turns black eventually. What happens is a lot of people, they'll spray paint their exhaust system. The exhaust paint, it's fine, but when you do regular paint, it burns off, and because this stuff has a waxy substance in it, you don't want to do that. Because it's wax. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. But anyway, guys, that is it for Mike's Custom Works. Undercoating, preventative treatment, and I'll get back to you guys when it comes down to the longevity of the paint. I'll do like a video, you know, next year showing what's left over from the paint, if it has survived or not. And then like years passing until finally, you know, the paint stops, you know, holding. What else was I gonna say? That's about it. So everybody have a great one. Get under your vehicle, undercoat it. Even if you're just using regular flat black from Home Depot. Anything is better than nothing. But other than that, guys, check out undercoatingincan.com. Like I've said before, I'm not getting paid by these companies. I'm doing this off of my own dime for myself, but also sharing it with you guys so you guys can make a decision out there if you want to do anything. And as you can see behind me, I did paint it by accident. So that'll burn off and stuff. It's not the end of the world. Just don't paint the whole fucking thing. And that's it. Whew. So I'm thinking this truck is going to take, that was one can. That's probably one, two, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 cans of paint, maybe 8. So anyway, guys, later.